Yes, welcome everybody to You Don't Know the Last of the Real. Azine, your bald-head host, along with the host of the most, the Rasta man in the group.
Which is right, JRP in the building.
You don't know, tonight we are missing
Big Mo
Ryan and Casper the Friendly Ghost. So,
man, Chavi Casper the Friendly Ghost.
I tell you, so right now the Rasta and the bald-head are run things.
Alright, now say a word.
Say a word. You don't know, tonight, the last night for EPL. So it's only fitting. And the final Sunday in the month, but we couldn't make EPL pass and talk about EPL.
Which is right.
Yeah, right. So what we are going to do, we just have a look on all 20 teams and just do a quick analysis and a quick rundown at each team in the league. How would you sound?
Yeah, man. I could go feet, no?
You could go feet.
Yeah.
So we are starting.
We're going to start with the relegation team then, no?
Yeah, man. We're from the base up.
Yes, and we have now which I kick it off with.
Was that any surprise?
No.
Not a surprise at all, because Norwich have a love-hate story with the Premier League right now. They love being in it, but hate staying in it.
Yeah.
And
always a one stay in the Premier League.
Yeah, man, and just come for say hi and bye.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Norwich's biggest problem still now are the lack of investment.
If you're our own team, right?
Exactly. You cannot come in the Premier League every other season and just go walk down. So
because this season 5 win. I mean, at this level, 5 win.
5 win.
23 goals scored. 84 goals conceded.
That's our negative 61.
Negative 61. At this level, you can't have those kind of numbers. And the thing about it, is like we're saying, Brian, with the our-own team, because they win 2 championship titles in a 3 year.
Yeah.
So clearly, the team itself is good for the championship.
Right, are too good for the championship.
Yeah, you could say too good for the championship, but when them reach a Premier League, it's like them hit the ceiling with these players that them have, and them pretty much need better qualities.
So, if that is the case, then them definitely need to invest.
And the thing about it, they got 2 players from the German Bundesliga. And funny enough, the 2 players who them bring in, they spend most of them time a battle relegation over Germany.
Yeah, I mean, that don't make no sense.
No.
If you have battle relegation in Germany, the Premier League is much harder. You have to come do the same thing. And look at this now. Now it's dropping out of the Premier League for a record 6 times in its 30 years. Nah, man. Norwich should go on.
And 4 times in the last 9 years. And second time in 3 years.
And you know what's crazy? I bet you anything they're back next year.
Yeah.
Just like Fulham. It's just like Fulham,
Well, may I expect to see back now in the Premier League at some point. But the thing about it, like you said, if they might make that transition again, get better all-round quality players.
Yeah, man. At least do something to stay up and then improve on that.
Yeah.
But we're not even going to spill no milk or cry over Norwich, because Norwich just is like them accept the fact that they're a yo-yo team.
Up and down.
Yeah. But we'll move to number 19, which this is another team that didn't surprise me that they get relegated.
Yeah.
Watford.
Same here. They just won 1 game better than now with 6 wins.
6 wins.
Mm-hmm. But at least they managed to score more, 34 goals, but still concede 77.
But what's crazy is they have 6 wins, but Norwich have more draws.
Yeah, Norwich have something like 7 draws.
7 draws, and they have 5.
5, yeah.
So they lose 1 game more than Norwich.
Yeah, but the thing is, Watford was just they are too inconsistent.
And the thing is, Watford have, in my opinion, better all-round players than Norwich.
True.
Especially up front.
True.
Yeah.
True. So what you think is Watford problem?
Lack of consistency. But honestly, I can't even say that, because looking at their record, there's no consistency there.
Yeah.
Because you can't win 6 and draw 7. Or draw 5 and then lose 27.
Mm-hmm.
The only consistency at the L.
So what about the players that they have? Because they have King, right?
They have
Joshua King.
They have Dennis.
Yeah.
They have Joao Pedro. Right? Those are some really good players.
Could you see them staying with Watford in the Championship? Or Premier League team might possibly go after them?
I think Premier League teams will go after them, especially Dennis and King.
Yeah.
Because Dennis is a special talent. He's really talented.
A dribbler.
Exactly. And goal scorer too.
Mm-hmm.
No, my thing is it Roy Hodgson? Is it the manager's fault, or the players just weren't up for the fight?
I just think the players weren't up for the fight, to be honest.
Yeah, because Roy is a specialist in keeping teams up to,
Well, he never do nothing special this time around,
I'm gonna tell you. But you think Watford will bounce back? They'll go back to the Premier League next year?
Hard to say.
They can, if they don't lose their players, their star players.
Joshua King and Dennis.
Yes, especially. If they don't lose those players, they can come back. But, we'll go to the surprise of the relegation trio. Burnley.
Yeah, a surprise indeed. To be honest, Burnley is the side that everyone love and appreciate when they're not playing against your team.
Right.
We know the kind of football that Burnley come with. It's not attractive. It's dodgy.
Yeah.
It's resilient. It's negative.
Yeah, Burnley come to grind out a result.
And over the years, we have been accustomed to seeing Burnley get the job done.
Yeah. And what's crazy, while Burnley only won 1 more game more than Watford, because their record is 7 wins, 14 draws, and 17 losses. You realize that the draws kill them.
Too many John match. But I think what hurt Burnley the most was losing Chris Woods. They shouldn't have let him go to Newcastle.
Yes, true.
He's a player that was integrated in their system. He is a player that knows to find the goal. Not saying that what's his name again?
Weghorst.
No man. The Burnley new striker.
Broja.
No man. The one that where him came from again? Germany.
You got. Let me tell you, Maxwell Cornet was providing the goals. In terms of strikers, you have
what's his name? The new striker.
Yeah, man. You have Weghorst, Barnes,
yes.
Rodriguez.
Yes, he did manage to find a couple assists, a few goals, but he's no Chris Woods.
No, and you see, he started off well, and everyone was saying, well, he's adapted to the Premier League, and immediately after that, just went cold.
Yeah.
Just went ice cold. It just couldn't keep that intensity that the league demands.
I think at the end of the day, Burnley had too much to do.
Too much. Well, and the thing is, if you look at Burnley's record compared to those around them, In terms of goal conceded or the goal difference, they're on negative 19.
Far better off than Norwich and
Watford.
Even Leeds as well.
Leeds, Everton, all the way up to 15, they have a better goal difference than. It's just because of that. I believe because of that negative ball game, where they come for grind out a result, those results turn to draws. And
Totally agree.
The draws kill Burnley big time. But you know the team are most glad tonight.
Leeds United.
My gosh, man.
Rafinha.
Leeds most happy. Gladbach boss.
And the thing about it, Zane, on paper, Leeds is not a bad side. Leeds shouldn't even be in a relegation battle.
That is true.
But they didn't have the best off season.
And I think that happens still because of injuries.
Yeah. They had couple players out for quite a long while. Bramford was one as well.
Yeah. At some point in time, there was one of their players on the injury table.
But the thing about it, will Rafinha stay?
Apparently, there's a lot of interest from teams in Germany already, you know.
Yes, I remember at one point, Brian Windy was sniffing around.
Yeah. So there's teams in Germany that are after him. There's other Premier League teams that are higher up in the table that are going to be after him. Right. So.
And is it wise to stick around?
Personally, no. No, I don't think so. Unless you can see the direction that Leeds are going in and they can get their players back and keep them fit, I wouldn't stick around.
But what if they manage to keep the players fit? What about adding quality to this, better quality?
That is the important thing. They need to add quality to the team. Right? Without quality additions, they'll be in the same position again.
Agree.
But you know why I'm saying Leeds most glad at 94th minute Leeds scoring, man.
In the dying moment.
Basically the last kick of the game. That you call a great escape. But you know, I could say if Leeds can stay up, but another team that was celebrating the great escape, Everton.
That's Frank Lampard.
Frank must feel good, man. Now I know a lot of us that talk football about amongst ourselves wanted Everton to go down because I think it's a case of we're fed up with Everton. So much potential but never lives up to the hype.
Quality players as well. Richarlison, Calvert-Lewin.
You know, they have DeMar Gray, you have Dewsbury Hall, Pickford.
The thing about it, alright. Today's defeat against Arsenal was embarrassing, very embarrassing.
Yeah, but
it could have been more than 5 goals.
Easily.
They rotated, so it was a much weekend team. But regardless of that, because naturally you would say, they take their foot off the gas pedal, right?
Yeah,
but
man.
You would have still expected these players that are coming in to at least put up a better fight, and it shows that this is a reminder that Everton still have a lot of problem.
True, because
if they don't fix these problems next season, they will still be in a relegation battle.
And they may not be this lucky.
Possible.
Because if you're looking up, you have Danny Van der Beek that scored today. Dele Alli.
Yeah, that's a Manu Loney.
Dele Alli.
That's a Tottenham Loney.
Right? With players like that, I mean, you still couldn't put in a better fight. You basically escape relegation.
Only for them to just embarrass themselves on the final day. I mean, probably no Everton fans will be complaining because at the end of the day,
you survive. You're still in the Premier League.
Yeah, but everyone wants to close out the season on a high.
Right.
And like I said, they managed and went to the Emirates and embarrassed themselves. And I, as an Arsenal fan, now complain, you know. But it was just too embarrassing.
Speaking of another team that wanted to finish on a high, Southampton.
Mm-hmm.
Southampton, when last time win a game or even draw a game? Southampton come like Skillibeng side. Wap. Everybody them play, beat them up. I don't know if because they knew they were safe, them just basically they're at the beach already and just relax.
Southampton is that team that just is frustrating to watch at times. And that's just the honest truth. Yeah,
very frustrating because they have the quality, you know.
Yes.
They do have the quality. Right? Because they have the Chelsea Loney, the striker. Even him, Broja.
Yeah.
Blow off really, really hot and cold.
So what you think about Ward-Prowse?
Ward-Prowse needs a better team. Needs a better team. He's but
apart from the free kick, right?
And the passing and stuff.
Yeah. Can you see him fitting in a side in the EPL?
That's hard. Not really, because honestly, the free kick and his range of passing, that's the only thing I see he has going for him.
Yeah. You don't see any other skill set.
No. If there's someone from the team that Premier League rival would come in for, would be Walker Peters. Their young defender. Right? PSC, the right back. Really good defender. Right? He's the only person that I can see other teams coming in for. And
is it possible you could say that they could offload a couple players as well?
Yeah, man.
You have Theo Walcott there.
He might reach the age of retirement soon. Yeah, there's a few. Their team is Their team is Shane Long, Nathan Redmond.
I was just about to mention Shane Long, you know.
They even have the Man City, former Man City goalie. I think it's Man City. Caballero. Or is it Chelsea? Man City or Chelsea?
Willie Calabria. Yeah.
The Argentine goalkeeper. He's pretty old. So Southampton's team
40 years old to be exact.
Alright. Their team is pretty old, man. So they need some younger players in the team.
So you're saying that you couldn't see Ward-Prowse in a top 10 side in the EPL?
No. I'm gonna say Ufa team in Muda sliding.
Based on his style of play. I agree.
Walker Peters, any team in the league. Right? Because Walker Peters is young and he has all the right attributes. He's what? He's only 25. He has all the right attributes to go in any team. But Southampton still, what the manager name? Hassel
something.
Yo, seriously, Southampton really love him because this man get like some of the biggest beating from everybody and them stick with him.
You mean massive beating?
Yeah, man, and them. Yo, remember, everybody that says Southampton do forget them annual 9 love today. You know? Annual 9 love. Disrespectful, man. But when I spend much time on Southampton, we have to look on Aston Villa.
Disappointing season.
Yeah, cause what you talk about disappointing season, you know, see Gerrard slip again. Gerrard slip again, man. Gerrard could have handed the Premier League title to his former club, you know.
The reason why I said disappointed, Brian, is the investment that they made to the squad, all to finish in 14th place.
14th.
Yeah. That was a big disappointment for me.
Yeah, man. Of course. Because, I mean, Coutinho wasn't cheap. Coutinho.
And even Coutinho, in some games, he faded away. I remember the match with Arsenal. The man was completely invisible.
Big time. Coutinho faded big time. Right? Luka Ding, hot and cold.
Not his best season.
None at all. Right? All of their players, at 1 minute, they were doing really well and then just drop off.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know if it even Buendia, Mr. Buendia that turned down Arsenal. Yeah.
I'm supposed to give him right now.
That turned down Arsenal. Man, I'm sorry, say something in them never finish low. I'm not take it back. I don't deserve to finish low.
I remember many people were talking that especially with Martinez, this is a side that would possible fight for top 4 honors, a possible fight for a European spot.
Yeah, exactly.
And that wasn't the case.
And you see, with all of them investment, they should have done a lot better. A whole lot better.
Totally agree.
And even today with the game with City. Why Mr. Gerrard slip again, you know? You cannot believe in leading 2-0 and make City come back and beat you 3-2. 3 goals in a 5 minutes. You slip again, man.
Another staggering moment.
Big time. Big time. But we're not even going to dwell on Villa, you know. Because like I said, Buendia deserve it. But the shock of the season are the standout team, one of the standout teams for me. Brentford. Yeah, man.
I wonder if many people had them going down as well.
I say most people had them going down as well.
Yeah. And so are you saying this is the team of the season or the overachieve?
The overachievers of the season. Because Brentford, you know, them take some big scalp this season.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah, man, them take some big scalp because them beat us first game of the season. Them beat
3-0.
Right? I wouldn't beat Man U.
Everybody beat Man U.
Yeah, that's a truth. So we're not even a call Man U.
Good night, gentlemen.
Yeah, man, because I'm not the building, you know. We are doing run through, and so far we're there. Brentford will finish 13. What do you think about them, Kassan?
Brentford?
Yeah.
I mean, them start off the season with a bang.
A bang against Arsenal, right?
Yup. And let's not forget what they did to Chelsea. But
Glad you said so.
But yeah, they started off with a bang, but they kind of fizzled out a bit. But it's still a good first season in the Premier League for them. I don't know if many persons maybe had them going down, but with they came out of the championship with a lot of hype around them, especially like Ivan Toney and something. So maybe some persons were probably expecting them to stay up, and they did. After the first couple of games, we saw that they had quality. They had quality, and they seemed like they had the metal to survive the Premier League, and they did so.
So I think
before
about
the first games,
go through.
Before the first couple of games, you did have them going back down.
To be honest, the teams that had going down was Norwich and Watford. I had them going down, and it was and I was having question marks over Newcastle too. But I never, especially after the first game, like seeing Brentford in the first game, it was like it kind of reminded me of like Leeds. You remember when Leeds come in the Premier League last season?
Listen.
Yes, that's how they'll get teams problem. The same impression we get from Brentford.
The first game, we're going to chart that off because you know most of the team is missing.
You are schooling though.
Big time.
Kassan mentioned Ivan Toney, you know. Potentially, is anybody a running theme?
Not from the big clubs. Not from the big clubs.
What about a Newcastle? Because Newcastle seems to like them want to buy everybody.
What about the Wolves? You have Wolves can run in theme. Leicester definitely can run in theme.
Because it's a player with potential, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, that's true. But I haven't really been hearing any rumors surrounding him, like club's interest and all of that. But well, I can't. Speaking from my team, I don't think Chelsea would go in for him, and I wouldn't really, endorse Chelsea going for him. But he's a decent striker. But I don't really see.
He's a striker you could say I play for a team in the top 10.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, Brighton could have done well with a striker like this.
Yeah.
And like I said, Wolves could handle good with him. Leicester could handle good with him. Yeah. Because pretty soon, I think Vardy is not going to be at Leicester that much longer.
Yeah,
Vardy, I get up in a age, you know.
Yeah, so you can definitely see
Leicester, Vardy, Iheanacho, and Patson Daka.
Yeah. And I put Tony above those two, Iheanacho and Daka.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, Iheanacho decent still, you know.
Yeah, that
decent. Decent, but compare them. Look at who they have around them and look on who Tony has around them.
You're saying that if Tony could play in a Leicester with Maddison
and score more goals.
Yeah. Could be.
But we could take a look on Crystal Palace still, no?
I think 12, they deserve the 12.
They deserve the 13. Palace?
Yeah,
man, deserve the 12.
Yeah, man, I can't picture them further up the table. I think this is the right spot for them.
Palace had a fairly decent season. For their
honestly
standards or expectation. I don't think the fans would have any problems with that. I mean, that's where Crystal Palace is. That's generally their position.
I would swap Palace and Wolves.
For real?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, how much will finish? How much will Wolves finish?
10.
And I'm gonna tell you why I admire Crystal Palace and would swap them. Palace, they show no fear. Yeah, the Vera factor could be.
Yeah, man.
I mean, speaking of Vera was trending all week, you know.
Yeah, man, you see the man kick down a boy, man.
Rightfully so.
Rightfully so. Definitely, I agree with that fully.
Like, why would you want to mock Vera? Like, seriously, you have a death wish?
No blame him, no.
This is somebody in the comments that said Vera still got it kicking, making hard kicks in the middle of the pitch.
But and in bringing metal to the Crystal Palace team here.
You're right, Brian. You're right.
He make Palace into a solid team.
Solid team.
Because
look how them play City.
What
play Arsenal.
What Vera need to do, Brian and Kassan, one is persuade Zaha to stay, and two, sign Gallagher.
Yeah, but Chelsea never let him go.
No, Chelsea never let go Gallagher. So therefore, Palace have a comment that like for exorbitant amount of money or something. Me no foresee Chelsea let go Gallagher.
Vera need to sign him.
No.
Everything we can do, he need to sign him.
And what crazy too, we see Vera find two really hot striker. I don't remember say hot, but good striker. Mateta and Edward.
Edward. Yeah.
Two good striker.
Vera seems to have something about him, you know.
Yeah, man. It look like him know him, man.
At times I wonder if it possible can be a backup plan in case when Arteta ready to go back to City.
Arteta now go back to City.
Brian, it will happen. It's like when Thanos snap him finger, it will happen.
Fire for City. No. But
why would Arteta leave him position as manager for go play backup to Pep again?
No, it would be backup. No, it would be a case if Pep leave.
Yeah.
No, but if even Pep leave, I don't think Arteta has done enough to warrant City. City wouldn't go for Arteta.
They might go for him.
Yeah, because
but what I'm saying now, him no Pep system.
Yeah, he does, he does. But what City will be looking at is they're looking at his
resume.
What he has done at Arsenal as being the main man in charge. That his record at Arsenal isn't something that would inspire any top club to say Arteta is the man.
No, but before we stray
on Arsenal and Arteta, make we look on Newcastle. Yeah.
All right. Newcastle for me,
the richest club in the world.
Yeah, tell you.
Newcastle for me has been well, you can't say they didn't want the team of the season because you have to be City and Liverpool. But outside of Newcastle, City and Liverpool, Newcastle would have been the overachievers for me.
Really? What? Yes.
Yeah, for me.
Let me tell you why.
For some reason, I don't see them as overachievers.
No, let me tell you why I agree with Cassandra. The first half of the season,
everybody had them
relegated. Yes.
Everybody had myself included. Yeah.
The second half of the season, since Eddie Howe. Since Eddie Howe come in, right, and them get in a few players, Newcastle has the third best record in the league. Right.
So it's one thing to like come in with money and all of that, but
you use it.
To galvanize a team ready to challenge. Because remember, say teams like Everton. Everton spend a whole heap too.
Yeah.
Everton spend a lot too. Just because they're now the bossy owners like Newcastle, but Everton has spent a lot.
But realistically, where see this Newcastle team going? Because they're going to invest again.
Honestly,
some of these players won't be there next season.
I see them in the Conference League next season.
I see them definitely making a top 10.
Yeah, Conference League. I see them in the Conference League.
Top 10. But no further than that.
Can make Conference League?
Well, to say them is kind of be a stretch because Conference League, that's the top 7, right?
Yeah, between that, but it's a long stretch because really and truly, there's no longer the big 4 or the big 6. Right now, it's like a big 8.
Yeah, because West Ham is in the mix right now.
Yeah, I still have Leicester in the mix as well.
So unless Newcastle can come and pull off some big surprise signings,
and they have the money to do it.
Yeah, and as we can see, a money rule these days.
Exactly.
Yeah, they can, but like we should a big player out there looking at it and say, I'm going Newcastle.
Hazard I got Newcastle.
Hazard link up on Newcastle.
For some reason, Hazard has been a Newcastle radar a long time since them get the money.
That's right. I say Hazard because we clearly see Hazard now in the future Madrid.
And Aubameyang now in the future Barcelona.
I saw the guy. I saw Hazard stats there.
And I can't believe what them familiar with
Hazard has yet to be featured in a El Clasico.
No, that is just mind-boggling. I really can't believe.
But
really can't believe.
We have to stay focused on the league, because we now got the La Liga thing right now. Because the biggest underachievers for me, Wolves.
I think Wolves deserve 10th place finish.
Wolves. Biggest underachievers.
Would possible? Let me change that because
biggest underachievers for me, Everton.
Let me tell you why I say Wolves.
I had Wolves.
Yeah.
Up more in the table.
Yes, especially after the first half, Wolves had one of the best defensive records in the league. Right? I think they were probably either third or fourth in terms of defensive record. They weren't outscoring teams. but they were winning 1-0 or 2-0. Right? Their defense are Cody, Size.
Good players.
Everybody want them in them fantasy team because you're sure of a clean sheet.
Oh, but I never have them.
So after the turn of the second half, I don't know what happened. Wolves just fade away. Them striker stop score.
I mean, Zane, every side, no side have that perfect season, you know, unless if you are City and Liverpool.
City and Liverpool.
Everybody else have a little stumbling block.
Yeah, City and Liverpool, boy.
Yeah.
But we soon reach them still. But Wolves, bro. Wolves, look on the quality of players what Wolves have.
Neto.
Prudence. When Jimenez, them defense, you can any one of them defense, you can just call. Bali, Size, Cody.
Gomez.
Them have a good team. A solid team. Right?
True.
Motino in the middle.
Them just feel big time. Big time. But you know, like I said, when I switch Crystal Palace with them, because Crystal Palace showed no fear. No match for them going up.
I mean,
going up every match thinking they could win.
That's true.
Yeah, they're not showing.
I mean, since Vieira took over Crystal Palace, Crystal Palace has been very annoying.
Yes, very
hard to get rid of.
You don't know if them ever come and whap you up or them are just dig in and hit you up on the brain.
You embarrass me so, but that's how it go.
There you go.
But actually, to be fair to Palace, though, you know, they have been a good outfit, even under Hodgson, you know. Like Vieira take them over in Vieira get them in basically in fairly good hands.
That's true.
They weren't really like fighting relegation. Right?
But what I like with Vieira, you know, make them consistent.
Yeah.
And them change the style of play.
Yeah,
you know, because today when I beat Man U, I was never surprised.
Nobody was surprised about that.
Even though you know, we predict a win for Man U in the prediction thing, but that was just like going, you know,
safe.
But in the back of my mind now, even when I do the prediction, I say my gut feeling I tell me a Palace win, but to be honest, to just go this on the safer side, I just predict a Man U win, but I won't be surprised one bit if Palace win, and Palace did win.
You know, we had I sell Zaha out of my fantasy team. Come here, say, you know, some of you Zaha to score.
Oh,
if you see this man score.
Man, I've vengeance Man U.
Yeah, man. He used to play a Man U, but number 9 in our table in that, right?
Yeah, man, this is my team. My team this.
Right, ever since.
Yes.
Brighton.
My other team this year, man.
Yeah, man.
You know something like Brighton.
Graham Potter. You see anybody named Potter? Our magic. The man is the Harry Potter of the league.
Brighton solid, you know?
Solid.
Me hate play Brighton. Me hate play them.
Why?
Yo, Brighton
because Brighton them and you see ever since Hazard gone, me hate play Brighton. Cause Hazard used to be the man where Hazard just come up with some manager and break Brighton. But since then Brighton, you know where I get from Brighton. Solid defensively. And them can cause damage going forward.
I want Brighton whap up.
I mean, the man them roll up in London and kick with Arsenal foot and kick with Tottenham foot.
They not kick with Chelsea foot.
No, they
never beat Chelsea.
Well, me know then go Man U go turn them over.
Naturally, everybody turn over Man U.
Except just.
Brighton, honestly, Brighton deserve to finish 9. They have good season.
They deserve it.
Like I say now, you say if Brighton can just get a quality striker. I'm not talking Welbeck. No disrespect to Welbeck.
You know, say if them can keep Welbeck fit for this
as a backup striker.
But yo, him start when him get fit and come back in the second half of the season. You notice he's been quietly scoring goals.
Yeah. The thing about Brighton, you know, they should not lose Bissouma.
True.
True. Yes. City sniffing around. City sniffing around him.
Chelsea too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bissouma we want. Arsenal want Bissouma.
They must do everything in their power to hold on to those two guys. And Lewis Dunk as well.
Yeah, man. You know Dunk a fighter, man.
Yeah, man. Even doing all they know still, but man, they run their fight same way.
Dunk a fighter, man. You can always count on him. But the team, and Leicester.
Disappointing to me still, you know.
You know, if stretch too thin.
With Europe. No, I think not only stretched thin, but missing Vardy was a big issue.
Big issue.
Vardy was not quite a bit for them.
Yeah.
He was really constant. He wasn't so constant in our team. This made him come back and then him out again for a couple of weeks or something. So
that's why I feel like
he must still the man of Leicester.
That's why I think it's a possible
Tony can go there.
Yeah, because I mean it seems like Vardy time kinda slow down right now.
Yeah, man. And you have two backup striker who can't make a one Vardy.
Yeah, but if you tell you the truth, the man returned with that bang the other day.
With that bang, you know, him not bang today again, man.
Yes, man. So it's like the man that remind you and say, I'm here.
Sorry, my name buy him. You know me, I pray for buy him. Sleep on.
And you realize this is a trend with the older strikers them.
Yeah,
the older strikers them show a whole heap of quality.
Whole heap. I experience, you know.
Yeah, man.
The experience. But West Ham, what we look on West Ham?
Disappointed again.
You think so?
Yeah. Me have actually West Ham much higher up in the table, even though they finished 7th. But me actually have them up more in the table.
The only thing I'm disappointed with West Ham with is that they didn't win today. Win today and you kick with Man U foot. Yes, that did kind of disappoint me. Especially when they were leading.
If they have won, they would have played Europa League and Man U would have been in the Conference League, right?
Yes, no, man.
Yeah, man. Man U should have really got into the Conference League.
That would have been.
Yes, no, man. Christina Conference League. Christina.
With that pride, Christy wouldn't play. He wouldn't play.
Christy would have been the face of the Conference League.
Bro, Christy ever playing at some stadium where he can kick the ball from one goal to outside of the stadium.
I mean...
Yeah, man, Christina Conference League.
To be honest, I don't even know why UEFA came back with the Conference League.
Me neither.
I mean, when you see some side in the Conference League, you say, who side them here?
Yeah, wonder why the purpose of the conference.
Money, Kassan, money.
Money, yeah. But you know who surprised me today? Mikel Antonio finally scored back a goal.
About that time first goal, and about how much match now?
Many. The rumors going around still not say Reggae boy salt him up.
Well, we sure did need him and him never deliver in the Reggae boys jersey either. So
none at all.
No, man. More the same not deliver none at all. Remember saying score?
Yeah, him score. To be fair, nobody never really deliver. No, the Reggae boy, sure.
The thing is, but he was playing the Reggae boy team. Remember play with like a whole heap of quality. The man never get no ball.
You know, nothing like West Ham.
The first match the man play at stadium, like, I'm sorry for him.
Man look like a chorus.
Just run up and down. Just a run and can't get no ball.
Yes, sir. We say for that time, the West Ham did look a striker for buy. He would get by.
No. Hey, the West Ham team is still, you know, it's full of quality, you know.
Yeah, man, solid team.
Especially Bowen. This season, Bowen performed exceptionally.
I think one of the distraction with West Ham was Europe.
Yeah.
And the same for Leicester as well.
Yeah, I think them were more start focused
was on Europe. And
they got to what? Semis?
Yeah. And I think that's the issue with it is proven that you very well need a big enough side to compete in the league and to compete in Europe. Because if you have a small side like Leicester and West Ham, along the way you seem like you have to navigate and say, all right, you know, let me put attention more upon this. Especially if you reach a semi in Europe, you go on drop the catch. You focus.
You see clearly. You see both Leicester and
West Ham.
Them teams are just kind of tail off. The season just tail off.
Yeah, because they were forced to rotate.
Yeah, man. I remember at one point, man, West Ham rotate heavily in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I remember the West Ham team where they complete Chelsea at the bridge. And yes,
I know West Ham that.
But the same one that came and play Arsenal as well.
West Ham, West Ham, put all of them making the Europa basket, man.
And you couldn't blame them because when was the last time West Ham had the opportunity to win a major trophy?
Years.
Right? Any one of us, if I did our team, would I want them to do the same thing?
Yeah, but that's what I said, Brian. Once you reach the semis in anything, then you gotta really look and say, I have to really put my head in this now because we don't want to be Conference League or Europa League. A trophy is a trophy, you know.
Yeah, man. You have to go all out. But the team will finish above West Ham still now. In
big joke, big disappointment.
Man, you Lord God.
Biggest disappointment in the league.
When name Ragnar is supposed to be one of the biggest flop of a manager in EPL. He didn't add anything substantial to Man U. A matter of fact, it make Man U worse.
It's like we couldn't really see no difference from when Ole was there. Like
the only difference I saw,
the only difference,
unity, Kassan. There was no unity there.
Ragnick just their Man U as somebody in the position.
Might as well
have somebody in a position. So that Ragnick is just that man.
They should just let Ole stay.
Agreed. Better Ole stay.
Because boy,
listen, right now still not. Man U they want billion or they want a quick fix.
Quick fix. No. I mean Man U need to get rid of whole heap of people. Man U need a over.
Just imagine that. This is a great Manchester United we are talking about. Man U finished with 0 goal difference.
0 goal difference.
That are one of the most astounding things when we look on the table. Man U goal difference. 0.
Man U were that bad. They cancel the award ceremony at the end of the
season. No, and the thing is too, you know, Arsenal what did they last? Where everybody did say, boy, Arsenal would have finished 8th at most, right? Most pundits had Arsenal finishing 8th at most. Compass Man U have a better goal difference.
That's before the season are like when the season started, Arsenal did
before the season and when Arsenal did their last, losing their first.
So we'll move on to we'll move to Arsenal now.
Yeah, man, kind of makes sense to stay up on Man U.
Alright, so as an Arsenal fan, right?
Yeah.
Needed up Arsenal come somewhere between 8ish 10.
Remember, man.
Realistically, because when we did look around, I say, yo, alright. Tottenham, you have Leicester, you have West Ham, you have Aston Villa, where are investing at them side. I say, realistically, Arsenal, I got finish somewhere between 8 or 10. That was always my consistent thought. If it's Arsenal,
the first episode.
Yeah.
And they say you predict them to come.
Yeah. If it's Arsenal, a fight for 4th place with Tottenham, I say, well, this is a big overachievement because we never see this coming.
And that is why I rate what Arteta do. The team where Arteta assemble, when after the first 3 games, every other team and manager and pundit laugh off for Arsenal.
Yeah, man.
All right. Everybody laugh after Arsenal.
A lot of work need to be done.
Yeah, man.
Because all right,
just starting up.
When you look at it, Nketiah, our highest scoring striker with 5 goals.
5 goals.
Imagine this. Well, not, but imagine this. We had Aubameyang, which was top striker.
Yeah. And Aubameyang kind of tailor off. He move on to Barca and wish him all the best.
Aubameyang did just get too hype.
We have a whole heap of work for it. Because when you look on it, Brian, Saka, would you believe that Saka play all 38 games in the league?
Yeah, man.
All right,
sure. Yeah, man.
For somebody every game. For somebody in that.
So hold on, not even injured, did injured?
Him play with injury.
Him play with injury, Kassan. going forward, that can be the case as him not reach 21 until September. But you don't want the youth to break down.
Yeah, we need depth.
Just like how we see with Tommy Yasso, we break down again.
Yeah. And that's the thing. We need, you see, we have the people must say, oh, sell this and sell that. And yes, there's nothing wrong with selling players, right? But at the same time, you need squad depth.
Yeah, man, we need squad depth. We need quality. I would just, not just squad depth, we need quality squad depth. Quality. Because at the end of the day, when I saw Arsenal in Europa League position, I said, yeah, we need Europe. Because guess what?
Which part of Europe?
We need to play in Europe because the other young guys need game. Because couple time, Tavares and
main culprit
and Lokanga come in, Smith Rowe at times, and you can see them not look sharp. Them look like they need so much to play. And
Arsenal need like a big experienced player to come among them.
Agree, and that's where
a very youthful side, but them lack experience.
And that's where Kassan made it disappointed in the January transfer market.
Experience to why not even make Champions League, because again like that game against Newcastle with so much on the line, I'm
agree.
Like Arsenal are 5 Champions League, and it would have seemed like a Newcastle
a 5 Champions League
when we watch the match. So that just go to show the lack of experience. Like Arsenal shell shocked, like credit
to Newcastle today, no?
Because credit to Newcastle, because Newcastle came out from minute 1 to minute 90 with the same tempo.
Yeah, man. Wilson.
I'm not an excuse for Arsenal because we did invest, but we never invest in our world-class players. We invest in our potential players. The next 5 years, hopefully them be superstar. But coming in at the transfer market, like Kassan said, we need a superstar player where can help we get over the line. And that's what made it kind of disappointed in January where I say, when we lose Aubameyang,
did have Sanchez.
Yeah.
Like one of them, man, like a fighter, like one of them, because Sanchez was a fighter.
Come on, big time.
You see, like in January when we did lose Aubameyang, I say, we really need a replacement for Aubameyang, because that's gonna be the difference.
But this is the thing in Germany, right? The replacement for Aubameyang we will go for. The guy will end up and go Juventus. Right? That was the handmade replacement.
Yeah, but what I say now, Brian?
Yes.
But what I say now, Brian? Then with that Fisher-on, Calvert-Lewin, Watkins.
They wouldn't buy Lewin at the time because at the time he did injured.
So if you have Fisher-on somebody, just get them and done, no?
But I think Lewin did injured and Watkins did injured too. Right? So it's like even if you buy them still not gonna make the immediate impact.
And then the other thing about it, the wheel is kind of start come off now. You'd have TNA to get injured. Party to get injured.
Yeah,
credit to Elneny who step in and cover well.
Big time.
Now we are playing Europe. Arsenal have to invest heavily if they want breaking at that top 4, because I know things get harder right now. Expect West Ham, Man U, and Leicester City if they up them thing next season. You can't put in Newcastle. We can't rule out Newcastle because they have the money. They have the money. And you can't even rule out Wolves as well. And you have Crystal Palace a sniff round.
Every year the league get harder.
Exactly. Totally agree, Kassan. So it possibly may be a case where it may be the top 17 club to rate. And the 3 club were promoted and them are fight to stay up.
My thing is still no. And I last thing for Arsenal before we touch on the chicken head then. We need to see out the project. Bring in some experience and see out the project. And keep the unity, keep the core together.
Arteta is still the man for spearhead the project.
Yeah, man.
Yes. I don't see Arteta do nothing wrong. Honestly.
The thing about it now, Kassan, I think Arteta signed him extend him contract now.
Yeah, extend him contract.
So the thing about it is to keep him there. The other thing about it is to keep the young players there. Remember, you know, the reality is, you know, Saka, Martinelli, Odegaard, Smith attract attention from some of the best team them across the world.
You know, see Real Madrid want Tierney.
All right.
You have to come with a 200 million.
All right. So
if I mean
200 million. I mean,
if Fridge sell for 80 million.
I mean, if Real Madrid come with 200 million for Tierney, me personally, I pack him bag, you know.
The Tesco walk.
Yeah, man. I say, yo, go on, brother.
Yeah, I want a 200 million for Tierney, man.
Yeah. So, I still a whole faith in a Tavares, but he need more game because today in a Everton match, if though it was a week in Everton side, the dog look good going forward.
He look really good.
Him just need to work on him defensive aspect.
Honestly, we can see Tavares I get converted in a winger.
Maybe Arteta need to do that and just make him stop the defensive work. Yeah,
because going forward, bro, the man have the speed. You know what? We're not even gonna dwell upon Arsenal no much longer, yeah, man.
And to Tottenham. Well done to them finishing fourth.
You not hear me say that. Them get top 4.
Yeah. All right. You know what the difference between Tottenham and Arsenal? Son and Kane. Two world-class players.
Yes. And a world-class manager too.
And a world-class manager as well.
Yeah.
Can't take that from them.
That's just
Son and Kane, man.
Yeah, man. It was Son and Kane who carried them over the finishing line.
I have to give them the props to them proactivity for getting Kante.
Mm-hmm.
Because boy, Tottenham under Nuno, boy.
Yeah, they're not gonna win.
Wow, the man think I always him the deteriorating.
No,
man revital and I guess because we all know the Hurricane really want to leave or something, but I guess with Kante coming in, it kind of revitalized him. For no say, him a reckon one top manager.
Well, in can't left you now. In can't left now.
And the next thing,
and
Tottenham make a good signing.
Why? Betancourt. The man does Latin seamlessly.
Really good signing.
Mm-hmm.
Seamlessly.
Fully agree.
I sure Kulusevski on my side today too. The three Tottenham man them give me double figure points.
Actually, Tottenham man, everybody.
I'm Tottenham front three. I'm Tottenham front three then on my side.
Yo, you see, as an Arsenal fan, sorry, all Arsenal fans them out there, but much more could have a son in the Arsenal squad because me I tell them, I rate the general.
I say that most Arsenal fans are most football fans on a whole can agree say Son will slot in any team.
Yeah, man, I rate Son to the max.
But like Pinto say, Tottenham get 4 because you not hear me second guys.
You see, like I say, Brian, the positive in this is that even with the world-class players that Tottenham have, Arsenal still managed to push them to a fourth, to try and fight for the 4th place finish, right?
Yeah.
All right, so if we can just get our 2 world-class players as well, game is on.
Yeah, man. And especially with the start that both teams had, because when we were last, they were first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, that's how it go. So it go. Chelsea. No,
one more point on Tottenham. It's interesting to see how high them are going to finish next season because
with Champions League football.
That too, but we see can them get in a top class manager, and it seems like them will keep all of them best players in Son and Kane. And them will get reinforcement because pretty sure Levy are gonna look for back Kante, and you have to back Kante because Kante now stay away if you not back him in my cut. We all know that.
Yeah, man, my cut, man.
Tottenham will finish 5th. You heard it here first.
with the destruction of Champions League football?
Yes, Tottenham will finish 5th. You heard it here first.
I hope Anthony hear that. an undercover Tottenham fan, Mr. Antonio.
Yeah, man. But Chelsea, Kassan.
Disappointed.
Big time.
Disappointed.
In the grand scheme of things, I would say it was it's kind of mixed, you know. It's a good season depending on which side of the pedestal you look at it from.
Tottenham and Arsenal have more win than Chelsea, you know.
Looking at it from the outside, finishing third, winning 2 trophies. Me not got discredit. We win the Club World Cup and the Super Cup, and making it to 2 finals. You would have looked on that and say it's a good season. But
2 finals and none.
But as a Chelsea fan, it still kind of leave a little bitter taste in the mouth because we were really expecting to make a push for the title. And we started off well, but a lot of things really didn't go in our favor.
Kassan, if you should listen to some of our older episode, I had Chelsea winning the league. That's why I said disappointed.
Snipe had Chelsea pushing for the title.
Me too. So
especially with the acquisition of Lukaku.
Crawling over the line and finishing third. It's disappointing in the league. But like I said, there were a lot of factors to that because we lose Ben Chilwell. You know, Reece James and Ben Chilwell are one of the biggest, the main driving force behind the Chelsea team.
Especially Ben Chilwell.
The man they score and assist.
Kassan, Wolande.
Yeah, I have a question to ask.
More than deputized. Alonso more than Chilwell.
He did. But in the games them where it was more about being solid, defensively solid, that was where Marcos Alonso got exposed.
But not him really. Your captain.
No. So, Aspi is getting older.
Your captain get exposed.
I mean, Aspi is a madman. I want to see my cost to fan them too.
Yeah. But if that was Shaka, everybody would have killed him.
But question, Kassan, because are your team this, right? In the coming season, right? We have a portion of loanee players out there where they do well, exceptionally well. Especially Gallagher over Crystal Palace.
Right.
Like, can you see these loanees coming in, or better yet, will these loanees get a chance to express themselves in our Chelsea side with the already established players that they have there? Some world-class players that they have there, but these world-class players just never deliver.
I can see a Gallagher breaking into the team. I'm hoping that an Armando Broja breaking into the team because we're very light. When it comes to strikers, we're very lightweight. We can't really call Kai Havertz a striker. I'm just a feeding the position.
Lukaku
is
team over.
So question, you have Lukaku being there next season?
I do, yeah, for sure.
Even with the disappointment of this season?
Yeah, I still do. Me having being there, one, in the preseason, I really think the team need for gel with him more because I've seen where I never put the blame solely on him. You know, he trust me, him do a lot of bad too. He didn't live up to the expectations we had of him, but a lot of that was surrounding the team as well because I see where a lot of the times Lukaku make runs him in a space and for some reason the supporting cast pass to him. I see team Mason Mount, Pulisic, a lot of the times them now pass. Them are deleted sometimes. I Reece James if you have whipping some cast in the box for him and them.
Never cut up.
More ask my question to you. Can I mention a player? Let me say I can go first.
Go on.
Mason Mount.
Yeah.
Who inconsistent?
Mason Mount. Mason Mount is Mr. Chelsea. We all know Chelsea that Mason Mount love him. Mason Mount is a man who play with him out on the sleeve. He's been up. He is our player of the season. I just think him need for work and like the chemistry with like a Lukaku because a lot of the times some persons have it a Mason Mount selfish I have something against Lukaku because a lot of the times like him seem to neglect passing to Lukaku or something. You know, but
and also Lukaku foot heavy.
It bring me back to the point. It's not a case of having anything against Lukaku, you know, but when the superstar players come in at the team, and we see it at Man U with Ronaldo, when the young players have the opportunity to pass, they feel the desire to
prove themselves. Because the presence of that older, more experienced superstar put a little bit of pressure on them. So
at this point, I don't think Mason Mount has anything to prove in there. We as fans know that. I can think that Mason Mount is quality.
Because one of the things I was saying, I would have think especially against Watford, Mason Mount would have turned up, because when you look at his record against the lower team, then him turn up. But today, the man was just totally invincible.
To be honest, I can't even tell you about Chelsea game today because we never watch it. Like I was trying to, but my thing kept up freeze up.
Oh,
so
okay.
I just
didn't miss it, man. Didn't miss it.
We not even know who played good today or whatever.
He missed a big time. He missed
Premier League review and see.
He missed a big time. And this is a player where have the potential to be a world class player.
Them not always compare Mount and Foden, man.
Yeah.
Right, but no, in all honesty, even though he didn't win anything or nothing like that, personally, I think Saka had a better season than both of them.
Than Mount and Foden.
Yes.
Yes.
I think Saka had a better season in terms of individual.
Because once again, Saka carry Arsenal again.
But that's the thing. That's the thing. Yeah, Saka playing a very inexperienced and average
for no team.
Yeah.
I'm saying for no, because the potential did it.
So in comparison to that, you look at it, he would have the weakest supporting cast where you compare a Mount and a Foden.
Agree.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm disappointed with Chelsea, they were hyped to challenge the top two, Liverpool and City.
But Brian,
hold on.
Yeah.
While they were hyped to challenge the top two, them barely make third.
We crawl over the line for third.
Yeah.
But
what I was saying, what I was saying with Mason Mount and Foden, right? There were situations where them show why they are the best young talent around. There are cases where Saka against certain team, it could be that maybe need rest.
Of course. Because if you look, Mount and Foden got adequate rest.
Yeah, there were times that where Saka just look like him just burn out, time just look like
but we said earlier, we said earlier, the man played through injury and he played the entire 38 games.
Yeah. So he'd have to look on the aspect of the world at the entire three players.
Yeah,
really.
Saka had a good season, but to say he was outperformed the other two, I won't agree with that.
He stood out more than the other two, Hassan.
For sure, he was Arsenal's best player.
Yeah, stood out. Saka stood out more.
A supporting cast
because
played through the injury, no rest.
Yeah, because he was playing the Arsenal side that need him. When you look on Mason Mount and Foden.
A Chelsea top scorer, I know, right?
And Saka, Arsenal top scorer.
Chelsea, but Chelsea. When you look at Chelsea, we also say Chelsea is of a stronger team than Arsenal.
Yeah, far stronger.
So for Chelsea, Mason Mount to outperform all of those players, the Lukaku and the Havertz, the Werner, the Ziyech, the Pulisic. Yeah, he did pretty well.
But you know why? He was more consistent than them.
Yes, I will give Saka that, more consistent based on the fact that, one him play 38 games.
Yeah, and him score.
Yeah, and plus him a playing outside where really rely upon him.
And the next thing to Nakasan, if you put up Mount against Pulisic, you say Mount score more. He also played way more.
Yeah.
Let's look at in play more.
And touching on Chelsea as well. Touching on Chelsea as well, guys. I think at times Mendy was disappointed in goal.
Yeah, man. I agree.
Mendy.
There were situations where
Superman never turn up.
Exactly.
My biggest problem with
expect him to save and him just look, that really past Mendy.
My biggest problem with Mendy is him probably in distribution. Like, I don't really trust him like the full play out from the back and pass up, because a lot of times he put the team under pressure with a poor back pass and something, and then it concede a goal, or because it happened with even Real Madrid. It happened in a lot of games, so I don't really trust him with the distribution. But he was kind of underwhelming, but a lot of the times he was put in situations where he really couldn't do much about the goal that was scored, So I don't really have much blame on him. What I say we really curtail Chelsea season this I'm not really looking for excuses or anything, but I just fact during the whole pandemic, when a lot of games were being postponed, and I think Chelsea are the only team where probably not getting no postponed or cancelled game. Chelsea play right throughout the pandemic. There was a time when I think Chelsea, we look on Chelsea bench, a bare defender and even 2 goalkeeper on the bench. Because we never have the numbers. A lot of the players are out with COVID and we requested games to be postponed. We never get no. We get a no.
We had that same conversation already because it happened to Arsenal as well. Why you think we did so light for the first 3 games?
But the thing is, Arsenal had games postponed. Chelsea didn't have any. That no point.
No, if you look on the double game week, we basically had the same amount of double game weeks. There were no major postponements for Arsenal either, because we asked for postponements as well. And here no.
Yeah, but I do remember Arsenal getting some games postponed. For sure.
We got some games suspended.
One of the games postponed was against Chelsea.
Yeah. Didn't we get the Tottenham one postponed as well?
Yeah, that one kept getting pushed back.
Yeah. So
because of TV rights. That one was TV rights.
So the 2 biggest factors what curtailed Chelsea season this season were the injuries to Reece James and Ben Chilwell, and then
Reece James was a big mess.
And then the whole COVID thing where a player will play upon basically fumes.
That's on a team big still enough.
We team big but a lot of the man them did out with COVID.
Yeah, but and that's the thing in Zion. Chelsea team big, but a lot of the players just don't turn up.
That's a player's fault. Look on City. City team big but guess what? When a man get benched, whoever come, turn up. But we're not going to dwell on Chelsea long enough.
We dwell on Chelsea long enough.
Because we're not going to talk about them all night. We have to look on the top 2 that deserves to be
Liverpool and City.
Yeah.
Liverpool and
them two sides they are ahead of everybody,
Why? Yo, when we look on the ref, I catch about them Monday, brother. A lot of it.
I mean, Brian, how much goals City scored? 99?
Yeah.
And Liverpool scored 94?
And even as a Chelsea fan trying to be optimistic, it's hard for we will challenge to win the league next season, because we know the coming season we are looking for make a major rebuild.
So we are come off for Chelsea. We are talking.
No.
Look,
so just I say.
No, not more on Chelsea. Liverpool goal difference.
Just to show the quality of those 2 teams there.
Yes.
Liverpool 68.
Yeah, 61. And City won a 73.
73. And the points them where the man them finished on 93 and 92.
City lose 3 games, Liverpool lose 4. City
almost 20 points above Chelsea.
City draw 6, Liverpool draw 8. City win 29, Liverpool win 28. Brother, we not catch what them said there right now.
No, listen, in the last 6 years, City win 5 Premier League,
Yes, man.
City.
Hold on, in the last 6 years.
In a Bundesliga.
No, hold on, in the last 6 years, City win 5. And who win the next one? Liverpool.
But Kassan says something where they're going now with Eva last. Is it that City and Liverpool are turning the EPL in a Bundesliga / La Liga / No, I'm kind of thinking so because Brian, the man them the way ahead of the pack.
They are.
You know why? The man
honestly, when you look on it,
yeah.
When we look on it, Adam too, they are challenge for the title again next season.
Exactly. It's like
it's not call my team name tonight.
It's like
because come on, we have to go rebuild and all of that. So me not call my team United. I go come between them two teams again.
It's like Man City, Liverpool, and the rest of the. Bear in mind that Man City I get one of the biggest striker right now in the world.
Striker, yeah.
Chelsea, Tottenham, Arsenal, Man U, West Ham, Leicester, even Brighton are gonna compete with that.
Where you call Man U name in this one?
I mean, come on, they must have we are throwing Man U based on tradition.
Yes, people, that is it for another amazing episode of the Last A Real podcast. That was a 2021-2022 Premier League season in review. Yes, that was some interesting and very informative conversation. And you don't know, as Zane, one of your hosts, saying, walk good Duppy will follow you. And Jamaica continue to be your brother's keeper. Until then,